Oh, isn't it wonderful? A Friday when we've all done what we needed to do during the week. Lots of hard graft, lots of hard work, and now it's time to celebrate with a beer. Cheers, everyone. We are 67 people in. Hit the like button down below. Come on, let's get people through the door of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I understand it's a beautiful evening tonight. Look at the sunshine streaming through into the bar tonight. Big Kev's in. Half Brew House Hellas from Mark. Eric Grunland. Cheers, son. I'm at Jamlin's Brewery. Brilliant evening. Evening, Ginger. Evening, Connor. Evening, Ben. I'm all right. How is everybody? Terry, Rob, William Anderson. Brilliant. Our 124 people. So hit the like button down below. Come on. Let's get people through the door of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub tonight. Let's have a good go at this. Is it? Come on in. Who's on the Peroni? Connor Jackson's on the Peroni. Lee. Hi, mate. Great to have the lives back. Paul Hughes. Paul from the Forest of Dean. Rory Lee. Hello, Rory Lee. How are we doing? Evening, mate. How are you? What's the tipple? I'm having a lager. An unfiltered lagery type thing. Cardiff City. Yeah, they went up. Cardiff City. Wonderful, isn't it? Wonderful. So hit the like button down below. Can we do 100 likes? Hit the like button. Whatever the like button is on your screen, on your mobile or your TV or wherever, hit that like button. Let's get people through the door of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Let's see if we can get 100 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Good to hear from you again. 95 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit that like button down below. Let's get 100 people in at the Stone Crow. That will be absolutely wonderful. So what have we all been doing this week? What have we all been doing? So, of course, in terms of my line of work, I've been doing a lot of work on YouTube this week. Been really busy this week. What's your line of work? Guys, I think it's a question I've never asked everyone. What is your line of work? What do you do? And are you glad? Are you just glad it's Friday and you've got to Friday? You've worked hard all week and now you can enjoy a beer and spend some of that hard-earned cash that you might have earned. It's what life is all about, isn't it? At the end of the day, 124 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, 240. Frank has been renovating. Ford is doing satellite communications. I've been writing a report about concrete subways. That's pretty cool. I'm a retired cop, Jim. What am I drinking? Electrics from Bay Electrician. Jeffrey's an airplane pilot. Brilliant. I work at Home Bargains. Rory Lee. Brilliant. Can't fault. I love Home Bargains. Love the place. I was there today. Bought some Mythos. Doncaster. It's Daniel Bale. I haven't seen Daniel Bale in a long time. I walked past him a few months ago. Community nurse is James. Big Kev is a roadie. Music stage tech. Amazing Big Kev. I'm in for days of the week. I mean, Revolving Turtles just said, I'm you know what, I'm that must, these things happen, don't they? I'm unemployed and the days of the week are meaningless to me. Look, I hope your circumstances improve in the near future. Retrofit assessor, garden watching. I work in IT infrastructure. Loads of people doing lots of really interesting jobs. Driving instructor, nail technician. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Shopkeeper, carpenter. I'm a carpenter too. And then we got Dave Doxy with a £5 super chat. Evening side in the home brew, strawberry cider, and you're a caretaker. I've been a caretaker. I really enjoy being a caretaker. It's really cool. One of my favorite jobs. Just got up really early in the morning. So let me love that then. Gary's an astronaut. What size bolt hold your worktop up? Are they 12 mil or 15 mil? Size bolts holding my worktop up? Oh, I don't know. Don't know. Probably 12 mil, knowing me. I've been working as a Green King pub all week as a chef. Lovely. I've also worked as a pub manager. I used to run a pub called the Red Fox in Penlyn, just outside of Cowbridge. That was a wonderful. And I used to work very closely with the chef there. Never thought to ask this question before. What do everybody do for a living? Plasterer, software engineer, lager from Tesco, brewed in Thailand, 100% malt. Oh, the Carabao lager. Yeah, they do the Carabao Cup, don't they? The football. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, craft beer hub. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Right. So we got a super chat from Rob Elf, £4.99. Thank you so very much for the super chat, Rob Elf. Really appreciate that. And we got the Poe Face Killer, £2 super chat. Thank you so very much. Much appreciated. You got carpenters in here, loads of carpenters. Yeah, very cool, very cool. So let's move on to the next question then, because we didn't get much of a chance to sort of chat much last week, did we? It was an unbelievable stream. It just completely blew my mind last week. So where you from? What are you drinking? That's the important thing, isn't it? Where you from? What are you drinking on this Friday night? Fantastic. Somebody said this Spartacus. West London on the proper job, says Mark. Great to see the Stone Crow back in it. Mark Drury, yes. Hello, Mark. How are we doing? Homebrew Golden Ale. Sat in Cardiff, drinking a tin of Budvar. Can't fault it. Thruxton on the Rhinebacker. Barnsley on the Cause. Drinking Mythos. Retired from IT management. I'm not drinking tonight. And I tried to drink a Pearl and Back and Fest beer last night. Keg last night. Ah, right. Okay. Right. Coming in really quickly. I've missed a lot. Maidenhead, Carlisle. I'll get as many as I can here. We've got a super chat. Dave Hodgson, £2 super chat. Why do I get all hangovers drinking UK brewed beer? Because generally, not all of the time, but sometimes it can be brewed with glucose syrup. It gives me a stinking headache. Edinburgh, Sweden, Reading, Guinness, West London, proper job. Barry on the Hawkstone Premium, just outside Swansea, drinking a can of Coke. 36 Hound Dog, £10 super chat. Get those rebooted crows well and truly stoned. Great to have you back, fella. Thank you so very much for the £10 super chat. 36 Hound Dog, that's amazing. Mike Robin 81, £2 super chat. Looks like you're drinking pond water. Thank you very much. I have been forgetting to, if I go on, I'm going to like some of these. I can love a super chat, so I can do that. Make sure I love them all, isn't it? Right, if I liked everyone, right, I think I've loved every super chat so far. So Asahi is banging. Yorkshire here, by the looks of it. There's a few people from Yorkshire. Brilliant. Carl says you're a legend. Thank you very much. Tamworth drinking San Miguel. Postman on the pale ale. Sunny Boy Asahi is banging. Yorkshire. Lots of people from Yorkshire, yeah. Sitting in Dublin, drinking out of date 2024 Weissafana Fest beer still tastes good. It will taste good. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Can we hit the like button down below? We got 400 people watching the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I totally understand. With the weather, there's fast leaving us now here. Look, it's fast leaving us in the Stone Crow. Lee Chambers, £4.99 super chat. Hi, Simon. Loving the Stone Crow Pub. I'm a North Walsham, Norfolk, drinking Estrella Galicia. Let's love that one. North Walsham. That's a new one to me. What I like to do when people tell me where they're from and I haven't heard of the place, I like to go on Google Maps and do that. Right. Okay. Another donation. Brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. So we got 419 people at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Absolutely wonderful. People are London TC is in Bournemouth by the pool drinking Kronbacher. Sweden representing Ludvika is 42 Hertzer. I'm sure you had. I'm sure that's Buddy Weiser. I'm sure that's Buddy Weiser's old thumbnail. Yes, yeah, I mean South Yorkshire cracking. Oh, people are chatting amongst themselves, which is good. Holy Island. What am I drinking, mate? I'm drinking a wonderful, wonderful hazy sort of lager that's sort of dissipated his head quite quickly. It's quite good. It's quite good. Brewdog Blackheart from Tesco, Cambridge drinking Abbott Reserve, London drinking Hidden Sounds, Stuck at Work in Highgate drinking tea, Caphilly, hello Caphilly, brilliant. Am I in the pink shorts? No, I put my bowling shorts back on. I have. Did I mention last week I've become part of a bowling club. I love it. I absolutely love it. From Matlock, you need a beer garden. Oh, well, the sun's gone. It has gone now. The sun has sadly left us for the day. We are very lucky here. We are very, very lucky here. The corner where we live, we're so far away from the houses on it's like a square. We're lucky. We live on a nice big square, and if you're furthest away from the one side of the square, which I am up in the corner here, fantastic sunshine. It really is. It's absolutely wonderful. And because of the way the garden is now, there's no wind. Literally no wind. It's absolutely glorious. Drinking an Augustiner Hell in sunny Oxford. Snooker Loopy. Oh, yeah, I've been watching a snooker. Yes, I've been watching this. The Hopper's in. Hello, the Hopper. How was Nash Point Brewing Company? Pardon me. Professional bowlers are so skillful, not as easy as it looks. Oh, it's a really difficult game. I'm in a friendly tomorrow. I'm playing in a friendly. Simon, which country that you have not already been to would you most likely to visit for beer? US, Germany, or Japan? I've been to Germany a couple of times. I've been to Hamburg. I've been to Frankfurt area of Germany drinking beer, and Hamburg, which was fantastic. I'd love to go to the US. Yeah, the US, Japan, be wonderful one day. But thanks for the super chat, much appreciated. That would be great, wouldn't it? Great. I've never been to America. Never been. I'll go one day. I'll go one day. I'm just waiting for. I mentioned this. I think I mentioned this last week. I mentioned it in my beer reviews as well. It's all to do with schooling for me. It's all to do with like schooling and whatnot. I'm trying very hard to put a lot of effort into this phase of my life with schooling, with getting the kids through school. It's very important to me. Very, very important to me. So we're going to try and get that sorted, and then I always put myself out. I'll put myself second. I'll put myself second, and I'll do the schooling. And when the schooling's done, I think I'm going to be free as a bird. There she is. Is it broken? Never mind. Unplug it. Plug it back in again. That normally fixes things. Our CCTV. It's a very good system, but every now and again, you have to do the old plugging it out, plugging it back in again. That's on. Yeah. Can you see? Not Mel. Who? Oh, I just poked you in the head. There's Mel. Have a chat, Mel. Go on, get in. I think I got a couple of super chats to grab mine. £3 super chat from Base 89. Thank you very much. £5 super chat. No beer for me tonight. Have a fly back to the UK now. Have a great night. Have to fly
Safe
back
journey.
to UK. Jeffrey,
Jeff, safe journey.
safe journey.
Yeah.
£2 super chat. Which beer would you choose to drink forever, Si? It'd be Vice beer, probably. I drink a lot of Vice beer anyway. It's my drink of choice. It's just, I'm at that age now. I'm at that age now where I've settled on a beer. And I always used to, like in my 30s, when the channel started, I'd be trying everything. I'd literally be trying everything. And now I've sort of settled on really good Pilsners from Germany. I've settled on not just really good Pilsners from Germany, but really good lagers that I really like, Pilsners. And of course, Weiss beer. I love Heimal and the cat Mog. and yeah, stouts, porters, love a good stout, love a good porter. Can we do 300 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub? Hit the like button down below for 300 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Let's see if we can get 500 people in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub in the first 16 minutes of going live. That would be absolutely fantastic. So 300 likes. Come on, 6 more likes. 6 more likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Let's see if we can get 500 live viewers. Come to Ohio and I'll buy you your beer. I'd live America. I mean, for people who really sort of been watching me for a long time, you'll know that I want to go to San Diego. Sandy, Stephen Claxon with a £4.99 super chat. Great review today on the Northern Monk beer. It was fabulous. It was fabulous. But I tell you what, this is something I wanted to talk about. Thank you very much for the super chat, by the way, Stephen Claxon. But this is what I wanted to talk about. The dynamics have changed on YouTube. I reckon 5 years ago, if I posted that Northern Monk sour, new barrel aging thing from Northern Monk, that would have been amazing. That would have been an amazing video. That would have been like thousands and thousands of people watching it. But it was a little bit, maybe the sun was shining. Maybe the sun was shining and everybody was out and everybody didn't want to be stuck in watching YouTube. I mean, come on. We've had a long winter, haven't we? Oh, we got a £20 super chat. Nostal Corob Lager, 4.8% ABV is what I'm drinking. Thank you very much for the £20 super chat. It's just a situation of things changing, I suppose. Things ultimately changing. There's a lot. I suppose maybe I've changed. I suppose maybe it's me that's changed in terms of the direction of the channel and where the channel's gone over the last. Maybe because I've changed and I've drunk a lot of lager on the channel recently. Maybe I've brought in a different demographic who watches the channel these days. But yeah, just a few years ago, I thought it was really exciting. I thought it was a really, really exciting beer. Northern Monk, barrel aging project. Beer had been in a barrel for a number of years. Thank you for the £2 super chat. I'm Dean Hodgson. I am afraid that I won't, sadly, and I can't, because it's an ongoing situation, talk about it, sadly. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I tell you what we will do, Dean Hodgson. I'll tell you what I did today. I bought 6 bags of organic soil, horse muck in bags. And yeah, I covered myself in it, basically. Not by purpose, of course, but I was gardening and stuff stinks and it don't come off. I was thinking, I'll wash it off. Just done some gardening out there. I've getting the garden ready for the summer. Wasn't it a beautiful day today in the UK, at least? Absolutely wonderful. Would you talk for the £200? The Hopper reviews. That's a little bit mischievous, to be honest with you. No, I wouldn't. No, absolutely. Mel, will you sort out that dripping tap? Yeah. Any trips to Europe planned, Simon? Back to Czech Republic or Belgium, perhaps? I'd love to go back to the Czech Republic. That would be fantastic. We got nearly 500 people in. Nearly 5. Come on, let's bring this up. 500 people in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Come on. You can see it's getting darker. People are starting to go back indoors. It's starting to think, what can we watch on the TV? Football season's nearly finished. Can we do 400 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub? 400 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below for 400 likes. It'd be wonderful. Malja, we need to talk about Mal's. How was your day in work? Oh, how did you do? Busy. Come and talk to us about your day in work, Mal.
Oh, yeah, busy. Always is. No rest for the wicked, they say, don't they? How is everybody anyway? Nice to see you all.
I'll tell you what, you do that and I'll sort the lights out because it's a bit grainy already.
Yeah, it's quite close here, so you don't want this one on. This one here, I'm going to say, you don't need. Oh,
kitchen, studio.
Not anymore. That's work, that is. Yeah, no, not that one. That's it. That's much better.
How's that? Is that better? We got 500 people in. 500 people in the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you.
It's a beautiful evening here, lovely and sunny.
Really what do you think of the mint and the basil that I planted in the garden for you today? Do you like that?
Oh, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Slugs like stuff like that, don't they? They do. The slugs like all of that. Hi, Si and Mel having a budvar with the other half. Nice one, Jack. I can't even keep up. Did you guys see Oasis in Cardiff? No. And I did a proper FOMO when that was going on. Proper FOMO. But I tell you what, I did see Haim in Cardiff last year, and they were really, really good. I really enjoyed them. Saw them in November. It's good. Good to see live music, isn't it? It's nothing quite like it. I did enjoy that. Dave's on the Stella.
Pardon me.
Can you please say hello to the Scunthorpe Knights? Hello, Scunthorpe Knights. Hello. What's it like being married to a YouTube influencer? Who's that then? Who's that? Happy days. You two. You're probably all talking to each other, and I'm like trying to.
Can you ask everybody where they get those extra spicy knickknacks from?
Where'd you get extra spicy knickknacks from?
They brought them out. They're the new ones.
Oh no, I've not seen those yet.
I want to review them on YouTube.
What's with the car battery? It's on charge.
Oh yeah, there it is. I started talking about that earlier on, and I completely forgot all about it. Right, the car battery. The car battery. Shall we talk about the car battery? Went out this morning, but it's a really interesting story. This, because, of course, went out, went to take the kid to school as normal, take my wife to work. And it wouldn't go. I couldn't start it. So, of course, come back, took my wife's car, done the school run. On my way home, I went to a garage. First of all, I went to Halfords and it was closed. It was shut before 9 o'clock. So I was going to buy a battery. And then I went to my local garage that I use on the way home. And I went and I said, how much for glow plugs? I thought, there's a problem with the glow plugs. It's the reason why the car's turning over and turning over and turning over. And the reason why the damn thing's on charge all the time. And he said, just ring this number on the wall. So I rang the number. This bloke said, listen to this. Right. He said, first of all, £75 call-out charge. And I was like, £75 call-out charge? And then he went, change your glow plugs, £50 if they come out, £150 each, £50 each, £150 each if they snap in your engine. And then I got to drill them out. Is there 4 glow plugs? Is it like a normal petrol engine? Obviously diesel, so there's 4 glow plugs. I thought, That's good. And I said to him, that's possibly £675. And he said, yeah, that's my price. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, I'll tell you what I do. I said, my car's really old, so I'm probably not going to pay that. But yeah, I'm having problems trying to find somebody to change my glow plugs so that my car's not. Oh, is it 4-5 Barry Hawkins? He plays well, Barry Hawkins, doesn't he? He beat Mark at the Welsh Open, didn't he? Yeah, so I got to sort out. Would I consider buying an electric car? I'm on the fence. Not here. I wouldn't buy an electric car here. I wouldn't want to put the cable out through my front door and plug it in. You know what I mean? You imagine that? No. Do you know, if the circumstances were better, if I had my own drive, then I would definitely consider it. But I would think about sort of like solar panels, battery. You know those batteries you put in your house? I'd look at the whole shebang. Solar panels, battery chargers in the house, and then charging off your battery to charge your car. And you know, the whole. I know it's very, very, very expensive, but the thing is though, I like my diesel. I do like my diesel. I do. That car, I love that car. That's what I'm saying. £7 being enough for another car in the second-hand market. Exactly that, Jonathan Travels. Somebody have more views than car right now. He's on a live, and at the same time, about 100 views. Oh well. Well, I don't know what to say. Alan Carr. Do you know what? It's funny, and it's a different thing. I find TV personalities. I find it all a bit. I prefer to be on the internet. I much prefer to be on the internet than on TV. I must admit that. Can we get 500 likes? 500 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Come on, hit that like button down below for 500 likes. That would be absolutely fantastic. That would be incredible. And then, we got over 500 viewers. That would be amazing. 500 likes. 500 likes at the Stone Grove Virtual Pub. Thank you so very much for the 500 likes. This is amazing. We got 523 people watching, and apparently there's more people watching this than watching Alan Carr, which is, well, you know, that's quite an achievement in its own right, isn't it? So is there anybody who's tuned in over the last 10 to 15 minutes? Where are you from? What are you drinking? What are you drinking tonight? Hi, Connor. Glad to see you not drinking that orange crap from last week, says Paul Jones. Why would anyone want an electric car? I like my diesel. I do like my diesel. But I think, on a personal level, I think that... hang on. People are telling me what they're drinking. Paul and a big bottle of import, Estrella Galicia, 1664. Anna Simon on the homebrew. I know where Anna Simon is. 40% homebrew vodka. West Mile Triple in Bath in Wakefield with a sad Brooklyn IPA. Carlin Black Label's on the channel. Somebody's asked me if I've reviewed Carlin Black Label. It's on the channel. I reviewed it yesterday. IPA, which is a funny one. Romford, hi from Kent on a perfect track. We got a new member. We got a new member tonight. Pieman 3559. Welcome to the lifeboat, keeping us afloat. That is exactly what it says on the tin. That lifeboat, that £1.99 a month, literally keeps us afloat. The memberships keep us afloat. They really do. There's a join button. If you're interested, there's a join button down below. If you wanted to join the channel and become a member of the channel, it's as little as £1.99 a month. It's a little bit like buying me a beer every month, and it's an ongoing membership, so you know what you're getting yourself in for. D. Boker, £5 super chat from Staffordshire and on the Victoria Malaga for me. Thank you so very much. Really appreciate it. We got 550 people. 500. We're having that sort of like. Last week we did a big advert, didn't we, for the Stone Crow Virtual Pub? We really did. And it was explosive and it was amazing and it was tremendous. We're going into the summer months now. People are going to be out. They're going to be out drinking. They're going to be in the beer gardens, enjoying the beer gardens. They're going to be barbecuing. They're going to have loads and loads of fun. And it is what it is, isn't it? I think once it gets dark now, maybe over the next hour or so, maybe we'll get a few more people into the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. We got a £2 super chat from Max Willett 5753 back in the Stone Crow. Happy 53 birthday, Tom. Tom, happy 53 birthday. 53, 53rd. We got a Clowback 1202 £2 super chat. Cheers all. Thank you very much. And Denty Dent has put a £2 super chat in. Thank you so very much. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. You guys are brilliant. You guys are brilliant. So we got 523 people in and 554 people at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Oh, I got an announcement. I've forgotten. I got an announcement. I suppose half an hour's in is a good... is probably a good time to mention it. Alfie Wright. Sorry, fancy enjoying the pubs of Newcastle with some Geordies, Chris and Alf. Why not? I'd love to go to Newcastle. Thanks for the super chat, Alfie. The Shrews 123 given a £1 super chat. Thank you very much. We need to save the UK from glucose syrup. Says James, £2 super chat. Thank you so very much. Right. Oh, we got another super chat. £2 super chat from Uncle David. I'm going to call him David. It's a W though. Watching from Gran Canaria. San Miguel on tap. Woohoo. We got a £10 super chat from Matt Thornton 6710. Evening, Simon and the Stone Crow on Allagash White. Lovely stuff. Thank you for the £10 super chat. Much appreciated. Right. It's announcement time. I have an announcement. Brian Hinds has joined the lifeboat, keeping us afloat. £1.99 a month. Join button down below. Thanks for joining as a member. Absolutely wonderful. Right. Sip of beer. Eric Sania says, beautiful British people. Thank you very much. Right. Has anybody heard of Best of British Beer? Drinking Old Session Hen, £2 super chat. Thank you very much for the £2 super chat. Last try. Right, Alan. Glow plugs, £28 off eBay. Do them yourself. Gently out copper grease. Up the new ones. Will do. £5 super chat. Hey, Si. Loving the Stone Crow tonight. Have you watched Twin Peaks? Big shout out to Sam and Mark at Pint of Hops 2. £5 super chat. Thank you so very much. This is absolutely wonderful, everybody. Absolutely wonderful. We got 600 people watching the Stone Crow Virtual Pub Live. This is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so very much. Has anybody heard of Best of British Beer? So Best of British Beer have contacted me after the record-breaking live stream last week. We've been emailing each other back and forth. So, how would everybody like on the channel a drink along where I get sent 4 or 5 beers, you guys go on the internet to Best of British Beer and order some beers, and then we have a drink along. Does that sound good? Would anybody like a drink along? £5 super chat from Luke Harrison. This Estrella Galicia is going down lovely in the sun. Cheers, Simon. £5 super chat. Thank you so very much. You guys are absolutely wonderful. You really are. What am I drinking? It looks weird. Scottish Force. It's just it's a hazy lager with the heads dissipating quite quickly. It's very good. It's very good. It's just the head's dissipated quite quickly. It's my last one. And then I'm going to jump on the Weiss beer. I'll be on my favourite Weiss beer before we know it. Mine says 602 people. Yes, there's 600 people watching the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Isn't it fantastic that we're slowly, as the sun is going down, we're slowly building up the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. For all of the new people who have joined the Stone, I got a list for those beers as well. I got a list of those beers. I'll get there in a minute. Best of British beer. We got a list of the beers that you can order. We're going to try and do it for the 15th, Friday the 9th. Oh, can somebody? I'm going to press something. Where are we? Right. June, May. Right, May. Hold on. It is. Oh, man alive. I can't even work a calendar on my computer. I think it's Friday, May the 8th. Is that right? Friday, May the 8th. That's when I believe we're going to try and do the drink along. If it's not, it's going to be the week after. But we'll try and do a drink along. And I'll show you the beers in a moment. Just going to pick up some more of these absolutely wonderful super chats. Hi, Simon. When are you going to grow a mustache? £20 super chat. No, I don't think so. I think maybe I won't grow a mustache. But I mean, if you think it suits me, then why not? Why not? Al Humphreys, £5 super chat. Hello, Simon. I did send you an email about sending you some beer from my local brewery, Wimbledon Brewery. Did you get the email? And am I in? I didn't. I replied. I'm sure I read the email. And then I probably went, I'll reply in a minute. And I never did. I do that. And I go, I'll do it in a minute. Let me finish off doing what I'm doing, having a wee or whatever. And I'll reply. And then it just goes, and it goes. So Al, I did read your email about Wimbledon Brewery. I definitely did. And I thought I replied. My apologies. Right. Declan Devine, £2 super chat. Thank you so very much. This is absolutely wonderful. Electro Fixum, welcome to the lifeboat, keeping us afloat. Thank you very much. That's a £1.99 a month membership, which is absolutely tremendous. It's really, really lovely of you. Wonderful. Right. Can we do 700 likes? Hit the like button down below. I'm all over the place tonight. I'm all over the. Do you know what? It's quite. Doing this sort of thing, it's like I'm finding I'm bouncing between conversations. I feel like I'm not sort of sticking on a certain subject. I feel like I'm just going back and forth, and I'm trying. And this is a bit like because I'm on my own, because I'm doing this with no, like if it was a TV, it'd be a teleprompter. Oh my god, it was just going mad. Dank1129, £2 super chat. Drinking Modelo Mexican brewed in Carlisle in Cumbria. The actual Mexican brewed Modelo, not the British stuff. I've seen Simon's live chat on his phone. It's certainly bonkers, to be totally honest. Max, really, it is like it is. You're trying to do a million things at once. I'm going to explain right after I got this Rick Haskey £2 super chat. Apparently, UK has decent lagers. Can you name them? UK has decent lagers, but yeah, absolutely right. I want to like that. There's the Anspach and Hop Day. Anspach lager is a fantastic lager. I think Wye Valley do a good lager too. There's loads of British companies doing fantastic lagers. So Hawkstone make a pretty good lager. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Utopian Brewery. They make some fantastic lagers. We got 600. Right, we got 625 likes. We got a £5 super chat from Mike Cullen. I'm drinking wine. Am I bad, or can I stay? You can stay, Mike Cullen. My wife loves wine. My wife drinks loads and loads of wine, at least a bottle a week. Sometimes 2. If it's a bank holiday, my wife will do 2 bottles, maybe 3. I don't know, maybe 2. If it's a 4-day bank holiday, she has a Friday off, she may do 2 or 3. Yeah. Right. If you're interested in this best of British beer thing, right, I've got an email. Right. So, welcome to the Lifeboat, keeping us afloat. Stephen Claxton has become a member of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, the channel. Wonderful. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 beers. So this would be a 6 beer tasting. The first beer is from Lancashire, and it's by Boland Brewery, and it's a can of their Nitro Stout. The next one is a bottle of Wrexham Lager. The next one is a can of Oakham Crush in a 500 milliliter bottle. The next one is not that. A bottle of Bishop Nick from Braintree in Essex, 1555. The next one is Wheatwood from Cheshire, and it's their Turncoat 4% New England IPA. And then there's a 71 Brewing Company, Winky's Flight, 5.5% ABV black IPA. Does anybody fancy doing that? If they put up this box on their website called Real Ale Craft Beer or Simon's Box or whatever you see, and you see those beers that I've just mentioned, would you be interested in doing a tasting with me live, drinking all of the beers at the same time as you? And as we're tasting, you guys can go, oh, well, I got this and I got that. And I can go, oh, well, I got this and I got that. And then we'll all start arguing, can't we? What do you think? Does that sound interesting? We don't all live in the UK. This is the thing, though, isn't it? Yeah. Lots of people. Yes. So the price. I suppose have a look on their website. Have a look. That's a no-brainer. Tasting a great idea. That's a great idea. That would be great. Love the idea. Top idea. Great idea. Amazing idea. Lots of people saying, yeah, they fancy this. So this sounds good. This sounds really good. Where are we? We are 43 minutes in. So what I can do, I can talk about this with Best of British Beer, and I can say if you missed the live stream, tune in about 40 minutes. Our situation, what would be the word? Our little collaboration thing we got going on. Right. Stephen Claxton, welcome to the Lifeboat, keeping us afloat. So yeah, Boland Brewery stuff is all good. Cosmos, brilliant. You're lagging, sorry. Stream lagging there. Is it? Is it lagging? Are we still lagging? Should do a homebrew thing. Right, okay. Hit the like button down. Let's get 700 likes. 700 likes for the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Mark's really good now. Thank you very much. 700 likes. Come on, hit the like button down below. Kieran, thank you very much. It's doing okay. Hit the like button down below. Hit that like button down below for 700 likes. Come on, 700 likes. There's a like button down below. Hit that thumb up. Hit the like button. Let's get 700 likes, and let's get the Stone Crow Virtual Pub up past 600 live viewers. That would be fantastic. We just passed 600 live viewers. Come on, let's keep pushing. We got 674 likes. We got 691 likes. We need 9 more likes. 9 more likes. Neil Long, Hello, Nick. £5 super chat. Greetings from Beery, Malta. Off for a beer festival at the Farsons tomorrow. Cheers. Amazing. Thank you very much, Neil Long, for the super chat. 3 more likes. 3 more likes for 700 likes. 700 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. We got 708. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Oh. Let's do a German beer drink along. Some of us can get a beer more easily. Yeah, you know, there's that situation too. Sorry, where do you think beer is going now? Hop forward beer seems like it's getting back into the room. Hop forward beer in terms of like bitterness and stuff, more of a sort of like a bitter beer. Would that be more of a like a situational thing? West Coast IPAs, that sort of thing. Yeah, that could work, couldn't it? That could work. We got nearly we're sort of bouncing around tonight between 590 and 600 people tuned in to the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. We're just sort of like bouncing around a little bit. It's interesting. It's interesting. Derek, that's very, very gracious of you to say that. The best YouTuber in the UK. I mean, that's a very as a humble person, that is a wonderful thing. There's so many of us. There's so many of us YouTubers now. But thank you very much, much appreciated. What is happening now? Because I think it's gone a bit. Keep having right. D. Boca from Staffordshire and Victoria Malaga for me. Awesome. Fantastic. You know, I didn't see that one. I wonder what happened then. We just had a super chat come through, which it didn't register. And then it just did then. Right. Burns 2755. It looks like it's Canadian dollars coming through here. 10 Canadian dollars. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. So greetings, Simon. Great weather for some nice beer. I'm enjoying a nice Rivington double dry hopped, steady 5.5% ABV. Glad you have found this positively with regards to your channel. No, it's been wonderful. It's been really, really wonderful. But I've managed to do 50 minutes, but I'm gonna drink this. Or some of this. I'm going to have to dash for a wee. Let's do 800 likes while I'm away. 800 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. And then we'll talk about what we're all going to have as our next beer when I get back. Right. I am back. But we got 522 people. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I am back, and I am. What is it? Isn't it such a strange thing? Right. I've stood out here reviewing beer. I've come down, and it's been in the winter since I did this knock through thing. It's like 14 degrees. 14 degrees. I'm standing here now, and it's 22 degrees in here, and I'm still putting a jacket on. Why is that? Why am I putting a jacket on and going, ooh? I tell you, of course it is. I'm standing, I got shorts on. I got shorts on and flip flops. That's what it is. Like, I used to dress up not so long ago here in like flipping long johns and whatnot. That's what it is. 14 degrees is a Welsh summer. Yeah, absolutely. Getting old, feel the cold. What happened with the keep? Do you know that comment has come through twice in succession? It seems a bit of a comment, copy and paste. I can't. I'm not gonna. I'm not going to go anywhere near a comment like that. I'm very sad. I'm very sorry to say that I'm not going to go anywhere near a comment like that. Yeah, just don't want. Just number one, I don't want to. Number two, I probably can't. And number three, just like right. I tell you what we'll do. Somebody's just asked for a kitchen tour. Let me unplug you. Right. Here's the laptop. There we go. Remember that? There's the old backdrop there. There's the old backdrop from when I started in 2010. There is the old backdrop. Lots of changes, lots of stuff going on. That's all foam stuff on the wall. Oh, so that's the that's the knock through there. We put some nice lights in and whatnot. Pillar. Oh, my hands are going the wrong way. Yeah, so that's it. Looks like nothing, doesn't it? That knock through. That knock through took me flipping heck. That took months. That took months to sort out. That did. It really did. Let me plug you back in. We always try the beers you recommend. £5 super chat. What it does do though, it there we are. I like the super chat. We always try the beers you recommend. It's opened it out. There's a big kitchen diner now. I say big. There's bigger kitchen diners out there, but you know we're happy for the people who are living here. We're happy. We got a little island thing going on in the middle, and we got a little sort of bar area. We sit around the middle now, and we have drinks, and we put a little bit of music on and whatnot. But yeah, it's all great. It's all great. It's all great. By the time you're getting things plastered, you're putting steels in, and it's giving it's sort of doubled the width here. It's from I've never measured it. I should measure it, shouldn't I? It's probably about 16, 18 meters wide, where it used to be 6 or 7. So it's made things a little bit bigger. We were lucky. This house, it was when I bought it, I thought all of the terrace houses was offered this sort of edge of that. We got like we had an extra. This used to be the garden. This used to be the garden years ago. But we're lucky. We had an extra few meters on the side of because we're the last house, and they couldn't build another house because there was no room because it's already built into the side of a blooming hill. That's the level of the land. That's the level. That shelf there is the level of the lane outside. So when people walk past the lane at this level, by the time their head's up here, they're probably walking through head height with the ceiling past the house, which is for years I hated it. For years I put the house up for sale about 6 times when I first bought it, because when I first moved in it was really dark. There was walls everywhere, and it's taken a lot of time to sort out. But now we've got it into a position now where it's not dark anymore because it's all opened out. It's all knocked through and opened out, and there's enough light that comes through now that you don't really. I've got it to the point now where you don't even feel like you're underground anymore. You don't even feel like you're a meter underground anymore, which is nice because nobody really should live in the ground, should they? I lived underground for years. I still am living underground, but it doesn't feel like that anymore. It doesn't feel like that anymore. Not when the sun's coming round. It's beautiful. You know, it's made a massive difference. Absolutely, OG bot. Yes. Watch one of your 3-hour video trips to Cloudwater, track, etc. Simon. I love day trips like that. Last one I had was New York last summer. Other half, Finback, 5 boroughs, Blind Tiger for dinner. Burn 2755. That sounds amazing. That sounds absolutely fantastic. Let's get a beer. Let's get a beer out the fridge. This is Rheinbacher Weiss beer. This is available in Aldi. It's £1.39 a bottle. I'm a big fan of Weiss beer. This is a very malty Weiss beer. I drank Franziskaner, and then I dropped back onto this after I drank some Franziskaner. And I put my pinky away. Yes, I put that pinky away for a start. And I found the Rheinbacher Weiss beer to be more malty and biscuity than a Franziskaner. The only thing with Franziskaner now is that it keeps creeping up in price. So Tesco's I think they sell 4 bottles of Franziskaner Weiss beer for £7.50. This £1.39 a bottle is for 4 bottles £2.60, £5.50, £5.50 for 4. Whereby the Franziskaner is £7.50, so it's £2 more for 4 bottles. I'm making a right hash of this, aren't I? If you buy 4 bottles of ice beer, the Rheinbacher is coming in £2 cheaper per 4 bottles. Oh, look, we got some super chats coming in. Let's get these super chats in. Wow. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Rheinbacher, yes, love it. Right. James Roberts with a £9.99 super chat. Love the channel. What do you think is currently the best supermarket for beer? Do you know, I think there's a few supermarkets that you can go to get really good cheap beer. Aldi being one of them. Asda's. Apparently they do Veltins now, which is a really good German lager. Veltin, I think it's Veltin's Pilsner, is it? Brilliant. Asda, because you could get a couple of cans of Veltin's Pilsner if you wanted to. You could buy their Flengelosser, you know, the cheap one for about £1, or it's probably £1.30 now. They do a good French lager too in Asda. You got to look at the bottom shelf. You have to look on the bottom shelf for the cheap beer in Asda. There's stouts, there's porters, there's IPAs. Oh yes, FAC6246. Yes, I see your comment. I'm not going to comment on it. I don't need to say nothing, do I? I don't need to say nothing because none of you are deaf. Mustafa OLGAC, $20 super chat. $20 super chat from America. 20 American dollars. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Denty Dent 6423 with a £2 super chat. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Love it. What snacks am I eating tonight? I got a couple of bits of jerky from Aldi. I went today, picked up some jerky from Aldi. Valtons and Flyburger or whatever it is, don't do it for me, sadly. Rob Ives. It is what it is, though, isn't it? We're all a little bit different. We're all a little bit different when it comes to beer. Yeah, I quite like a Valtins. Quite like it. It's quite clean, it's weird. The older you get, I don't know. I say that the older, I think maybe we just get lazy. Maybe we just get a little lazy. Like I really like clean beer now. Like whereas before I would have been, oh, this is a bit boring when I was younger. Like a clean, delicious German Pilsner. In my 30s, I probably would have thought it to be a little bit boring. And now when the sun's shining, give me a clean Pilsner all day long. Wow. Stone Crow's back. How about some quiet background music, like in the pub? Well, you can't because of the. I can't because the live feed wouldn't be allowed because of this whole YouTube music and monetization and copyright and all this other stuff. Martin Villa with a £10 super chat. Cardiff versus Swansea next season, then Simon. Cardiff versus Swansea, yes. Possibly Cardiff versus Wrexham as well. I can see Wrexham sneaking. I can see them sneaking up to the Premier League, you know. And then what happens then? What happens then? Do they spend like £300 million on players? Do they have £300 million for players in the Premier League? What's the plan there? What's the plan? I don't know. I think I can see Cardiff challenging next year for the playoffs or maybe even automatic. I just think they got such a good young side. Craig McCormack. Hello, Craig McCormack. That's a name I haven't heard for a long time. Japanese brewed Asahi Super Dry is goated, and I'll stand by that. Hey, I mean, I quite like Asahi, the Super Dry. Crisp, isn't it? This is the thing, Craig. Crisp, ultra crispy lager. When you get it, it took me years. I used to think German beer was really boring. For you, if you watch my early reviews, when Beers of Europe used to send me some German beer, yeah, I'd be going through the motions. Watch the channel, watch the old videos from, say, 2013, 2014. I'm like, oh, yeah, it's all right. It's hoppy, it's malty. And I go, 6 out of 10. Give me that same beer now. Give me that same beer now. Let me review that beer now. I'd probably be giving it 8s and 9s. I don't know whether it's something to do with maybe a touch of laziness. I don't know if it's something to do with the fact that I just want to drink 4 of the same beers that taste utterly delicious, and it's also very consistent. That's the word, isn't it, for German beer? Is consistency. It's consistent stuff. Trumpeticon, welcome to the lifeboat, keeping us afloat. That's a £1.99 a month. Wonderful super chat. Membership. There's a join button down below. Let me explain it. You might see it, because what I said when I said about joining, I had a load of £1.99 super chats. So let me try and get it across so that you're not giving a £1.99 super chat. And maybe if you're thinking about joining, there's a join button down below. If you hit join on a phone or a laptop, then you can join the channel. You can become a member of the channel for as little as £1.99 a month. I started my beer journey roughly the same time as you, and I'm exactly the same. Consistency is key. Matt Williams. Oh, I used to love the frog in my throat. I used to love all the like crazy hoppy. I still love a West Coast IPA. Absolutely fantastic. The Pint Man. I really, honestly, I can't. It's not worth talking about. It's really not worth talking about. I am sorry, the Pint Man, and I'm sorry to everybody if you really want to know stuff and whatever. But I'm loath to talk about. I'm loath to even bring. I shouldn't even be wasting my breath now, really, should I? Paul 75, £20 super chat from Paul. Get 14 bottles of Rheinbacher with this. Exactly that. 14 bottles of Rheinbacher for £20. That's a really good way of putting it, because my maths, my maths is, you got it. You sorted it. You got it. Thank you. Bobo 405 3Y6Y. Just throw my hands up in the air, what can I say? It's yeah, I'm being respectful. Connor, yeah, it's just being it's exactly it's been respectful, isn't it? It's been respectful. What time will you sing a Tom Jones song? Mark 7471. I don't really know. If I know Delilah. There we go. How's that? Do you like that? Martin Ryan. Hi, Simon. Brilliant to see the Stone Crow back. How are we doing on that? We got 600 people watching. Can we do 900 likes? 900 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. This is amazing, actually. It is amazing. This is the second live stream in a row where we could possibly, and I say possibly because I'm a humble person, we could possibly do 1,000 likes. We could do 1,000 likes. That would be incredible, because I'll tell you, when I was doing the Stone Crow back in the situation of 2019, 2020, we'd struggle every out of probably 100 live feeds. I think we had 1,000 likes once. And now it's Now it's incredible. It's incredible. It's 8:10. We're an hour in. We are an hour in, and we've got nearly 900 likes. It's brilliant. I remember I used to do that whole come on, hit it. And I'm doing it a bit now, but what I'm able to do now is I can have a little glance because it's up there. If you see me doing this, I'm just having a little glance at the numbers and whatnot. But then the comments are down here. So I'm spending more time probably looking at the comments and reading the comments and interacting with you guys and having fun with you guys than like having to constantly push. Come on, hit the like button, or looking at the numbers and not worrying about things, but you know, who's watching, how many likes we got. I can concentrate fully now more on over here. If you see my eyes over here, I'm reading comments. If you see my eyes, I had to check that. If you see my eyes over here and up in the corner, I'm looking at I'm looking right now. If you see me doing that, then I'm looking at the numbers. If you see me doing that, I'm reading the comments. Right. £5 super chat. Get a big bottle of Warsteiner in the fridge. Never tried it. What you reckon? I love Warsteiner. I love Warsteiner. You can pick it up readily availably from Tesco's, Morrison's. You know, if you've got a Tesco's or Morrison's down the road, Warsteiner, Rheinbacher. Warsteiner is a cracking beer. It really is a cracking beer. My local Aldi in Flint had no Rheinbacher today, so I'm on the proper job. Paul, that's not a bad beer. Proper job. It's not a bad beer. It's like one of the original Brut IPAs that was accidentally brewed as a Brut IPA. It wasn't supposed to be a Brut IPA. Right. Oh, yeah. Let me like that super chat from Kalu Holto 5452. Thanks for the £4.99 super chat. Went a pub yesterday that had draft Budvar Heaven, £2. Budvar is brilliant. Budvar's a brilliant, brilliant beer. I went to the Czech Republic about 3 years ago, and I went to Budvar. I went to a place called Budjuvice. Budjuvice, that's where they have the Budvar brewery. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. To go down into the cellars, you've probably seen the video. Google, put it to YouTube in the search bar, Real Ale Guide or Real Ale Craft Beer, Budvar, pubs of Prague. I went to Prague. £10 super chat. You legend, Si. Let's have a beer. I love Prague. Prague. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Loved it. Really loved it. So, went to Budvar in Budjovice on a train journey. We got on the Bud train. There's a train called Bud. We were on the train for about an hour and a half. I was with a lovely bloke called Redeem from Budvar Brewery, who just was with me the whole time. And we had our own little sort of seating area. And they serve you beer on the train. I kid you not. In the Czech Republic, they're up and down. And it's literally, they got your snacks and stuff, your crisps and whatever. But most people are like, yeah, I'll have a beer. I'll have a drinking on the train. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely, really, 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 really cool. So we were drinking Budvar on the train. Got all the way up there. My goodness me, I had to get back. So let me tell you about this night. There was a morning. Oh, yeah, yes, that was the morning. So we had a train journey in the morning. We were drinking on the train. So we got to Budvar lunchtime. And what they do, they show you the lagering process, which, if you know a little bit about beer, lager is brewed and stored and fermented and conditioned. That's the word, conditioned cold. It's conditioned close to blooming freezing. Because when we went down into the cellars, which are huge, by the way, I had to wear big gloves, big thick gloves, big massive coat, big thick trousers, big socks, and I went down. They said, you're going to be down there a while, mind. Take the bobble hat, take everything they give you. So we went down into this cold store. You've probably seen the video. The video's on YouTube. And we were just down there and we were sampling all of these different Budvar beers, and it was just wonderful. You okay? Would you like a beer? Are you sure? How much have you got left? Bring it down. I need to get my wife a beer. Mel, come on, bring your glass down. I'll get you a beer. She hasn't drunk it yet. Where was I? Yeah, so we spent like about an hour, 2 hours down in the cellar, drinking Budvar, and then we got up from the cellar, and then we went up to the blooming. And I remember I got into a bit of. So if you watch the video, you may have seen me like. Have you seen the what beer that Glen Africa designed the label for it? LFGA 20 Glen 23. What was called to jump back into his label design. Craig McComb. Oh, what? Of course. This. Hang on. I was like, I know that name, Craig McComb. Craig from Glen Africa. You left Glen Africa in October 23. I was like, why? I was like, do you know when you're reading comments on YouTube and someone's name just comes out? I just had that thing, and the first time around, I said, I haven't heard that name for a long time. But I was like, I thought, I'll be honest with you, Craig, I thought you were a regular like commenter from the Stone Crow from years gone by. But no, of course, Craig McComb. Yes, of course. Yes. So we'll have to try that beer, won't we? What killed Punk? How's your dad, Trevor? Is he all right? What a guy, Trevor. We used to talk on the phone, me and Trevor, for like an hour and a half. Or an hour and a half ago, like that. We just talk on the phone. Are we getting kebabs later? Paul. Destructive Pixels. One of the guys that got me into the photography back in the day. Oh, I was telling you about that story, wasn't I? Right. So my story, we're nearly on 1,000 likes, by the way. So if you watch that video of the Czech Republic, I then go to the tasting room after I've been down in the cellar, piling back pints of Budvar down in the cellar. I come up, and then they're like, right, we got to go up to this special bar now. We're going to teach you how to do a Czech pour. And I couldn't get it right, but I was drinking the beer. I couldn't get the Czech pour right. It's a really interesting way. I'll probably learn it better now than back then, because I was not nervous, but I was like, I'd already had a few, and they were trying to teach me how to pour beer, and oh my goodness me. But I was getting it wrong and then drinking it, getting it wrong, drinking it. And then they tried to teach me how to float the lager on the lager on top of a black Budvar black beer. I remember being in the sort of bar area up there, and I had to sit, do you know when you have that I'm in trouble? And I had that sort of I'm in trouble. I had to sit down. I had that. But I soon come out of it. I knew it was happening. I know it's happening now. I'm one of these people who can drink, and then I'll just fall asleep in the corner. But I won't wake up for hours. I was at a beer festival. It was the last big craft beer festival at the Printworks. What was that called? The big... reading some of the comments. Hand Guinness. Craft Beer Rising or something. Craft Beer Republic. Craft Beer Rising or something. The Brew London. Mark Drury, Brew London. I think Mark was there. I think Mark might have been there. I was drinking and I was drinking and I was drinking and I was drinking and I was drinking, and I got into an awful flipping mess. I got into an awful mess, and I went up into the offices, and I just crashed out in a room, and it was boiling hot, and I was sweating. And I remember everything like, do you know when you're like, you'd open your eyes, and then you go back to sleep, and I'd be like that for hours. I was like it for hours, and they found me, and they were like, "Simon, we gotta get a taxi." John from Lords, I think it was Mark Drury. Yeah, that was it. And we got a taxi, and I managed to do the taxi journey. And then I got out of the taxi, and I was like, "Lads, I'm gonna be ill. Lads, I'm gonna be ill." And I literally like all over the outside of our hotel. It was like all over the front of the hotel, all over the floor of the front of the hotel. I was in a. I don't know what happened, because I was doing exactly that. What I was saying earlier, I was doing that like I'm fine, I'm drinking it, and I'm happy, and all of a sudden I just went, literally, I was standing up. And I just went, I just literally crashed into the floor. It was unreal. We went missing for 4 hours, then came back like the Undertaker for the evening session. I was white one night. I was white as a sheet. The interesting thing about that, Mark Drury, because you were there, and I always tell the truth. I always tell you these stories, and they're the truth. The next day, I woke up the next day, and I literally was like, whoa, like even worse the next day. And no, Daz Salford, no, I didn't. Went to the bathroom, thumping headache. Everything was like hot, and I was sweating. I just laid down on the hotel room floor, star shaped, and I was like, I can't move. I can't. And I told myself, because the session was starting in an hour, 1 hour, and I was laying on the floor of this hotel room. I can't move. I can't get up. I thought if I could just get a sock on, and I got a sock on. That breakfast tape, that was yes. I went down for this. All coming back to me now. I went down for breakfast. And I made a bacon sandwich, and I was eating a bacon sandwich, and I was like, oh. And John from Lord's Brewing Company fasted in the lift on the way down or the way up, and I got in the lift, and my breakfast nearly all come back up, but I managed to eat. I think I ate half of a bacon sandwich. I went back to my room, and I think that's when I was like I was starshipped on the floor. But anyway, this festival was starting in 1 hour, and I was like, I gotta make it. So I put one sock on, and I was like, oh, put another sock on, put my jeans on, because I think I went down for breakfast in my pajamas, my underpants, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. I got dressed. Anyway, I got dressed, and I told myself, I'll grab my rucksack with my camera, and I told myself I'd just walk around the block in that direction towards the beer festival, because it was a 40-minute walk to the beer festival. And I thought I'll just have a little stroll and see if. So I got to a shop. I went in the shop. I bought 2 cans of Coke. I downed the first can of Coke, and immediately, I felt a little bit better. I was like, oh, I can breathe. I got some sugar in my system. I can breathe. And then I started walking, sweating the beer out of me from the day before, sorry. Drunk the second can of Coke. And by the time I got to the festival, I wasn't $1 million. I wasn't like 100%. But I got to this beer festival, and I was like, I'm here. I'm here. At least I'm here. I bloody made it on time. I think I had a cup of tea when I got there. Then I had another can of Coke. And then I had a beer. And then it was like, and I'll tell you what happens the second day. More like £3.50. Absolutely. If you can get through that, if you can get over that, the day. But if you know your beer festivals, if you know a weekender, if you like, get through that first day where you feel like crap. I call it the second day or the third day, you're bulletproof. Absolutely bulletproof. I drank twice as much from the day before on the second day or the third day, whenever it was, than I did when I was drinking Imperial Stouts, I was drinking all these. Didn't even get drunk. Didn't even get drunk. Sober. I don't know what it is. But it's the second day of the beer festival, or third, or the second day of a weekender. You get over that sort of the sweats and the hangover. Second day, I call it second day bulletproof. Never been to a beer festival. Big Kev, you got to go to a beer festival. Jacob's Music. Why did the Stone Crow finish first and foremost, or originally? I was burnt out. We got 1,000 likes. We got 1,000 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Absolutely fantastic. I was burnt out. I was absolutely burnt out. I couldn't do it because I was burnt out. But do you know when you burn yourself out with something, like a job or like something, what you find is you can, a bit like the second day of the beer festival, when you get back on the horse, when you get back into the saddle and you have a go again, you never quite, your batteries are never fully charged, but you manage in your head to carry on. I know loads of people that have burnt themselves out, and we chat about it, and they go, well, I just carry on now. I got over the fact that I needed like a year or so, but I burnt myself out, and I'm still doing it. I'm still, and they're burnt out, but they're still able to do the job. But it takes time. I suppose I'm not standing here burnt out. I'm not standing here. Thank you very much for the 1,000 likes, by the way. Loads of people saying 1,000 likes. It's very much with me. It's very much. It's very much. I love that, the fact that we got 1,000 likes, and I love you all so very much. But go back to this whole burnt out thing. I know carpenters that are burnt out, but they still do carpentry. They left it for a little while, but they were able to go back and do it, but just a little bit burnt out. I think that's where I am. I think that's I think that's where I am with this, with the channel and the Stone Crow Virtual Pub, and that's me being absolutely 100% honest with everybody who's tuned in here tonight. It's impossible to do something for 15 or 16 years and to still have that same passion and love for it after like the first year. After that first year, the excitement, when you press record on your camera and how scared you were, and like that, the pins and needles and the prickliness and the hairs raising up on the back of your neck, that's all gone. That'll never come back. But I couldn't have done this now with 567 people watching in my first year of YouTube. I would have been shell-shocked and stage frighted and everything else that comes with it. But I'm able to do it now. I've been able to do it for, it's like a long-term relationship. It's hard work. Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Our long-term relationship is brilliant. It's great. We do sport now together. We do sport together, which is really cool. You should do a monthly member meetup, Simon. Member for 68 months. Josh 5702. I need another wee. Am I all right going for another wee? Back in a sec. Got here now. Right, 500 people at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Right, before we talk about another story, let's do 1,100 likes. Come on, let's see 1,100 likes, only because we got to get back up to 600 live viewers. Come on, let's get it back up to 600 live viewers at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. And the best way to do that is to hit the like button down below. Hit the like button down below. 1,100 likes. Let's go for it. That's 56 likes. 56 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Just like a Wetherspoons, the toilets are always upstairs. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely fantastic. Audio's fine. Thank you very much. Did you think I'm blooming born yesterday, some of you boys? You boys think I'm born yesterday, some of you boys. You know, I would have fallen for that last year. I'd be like, oh no, what are we going to do? The audio's gone. But now I'm like, yeah. You boys, tell him the audio's gone when he's gone for a wee when he comes back. I love it. I love the banter. All of you are my friends. You really are. And friends equals banter. For me, friends equals banter. 1,100 likes. Come on, 1,100 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. 27 likes. Come on, 27 likes. Let's get it back to 600 people watching the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Come on, let's light it up. Let's light up this feed. Let's light it up. Did I wash my hands? Of course. Yeah, absolutely. I did when I was mucking up horse manure as well earlier. You should open a pub. I'd like to. There's a lift in the Blackpool Wetherspoons. I like that. What's your Wetherspoons drink choices? I drink Mad Squirrel Sumo. Anybody discovered Mad Squirrel Sumo in Wetherspoons? It's delightful. It's like a nice sort of hoppy IPA, cold served keg beer. I can drink it, and it doesn't give me a hangover the next day. Anybody else drink the Mad Squirrel in Wetherspoons? Sumo's class. Yeah, New England Pale, isn't it? Yeah, class beer. Class. And it's next to Punk on the taps, isn't it? It's next to Punk. And I'm like, I'll have a Sumo. It's like, beautiful beer. Josh 5702, £3 super chat. Do a beer tour of Canton, Cardiff. Great content. Oh, that's the best one. I like Canton. The Canton. It's not so much a Canton Mile anymore, is it? Because some of the pubs have shut down. But the Canton Mile, yeah, that was famous, wasn't it, for a long, long time. Thoughts on Stone being sold to Firestone Walker? So, right. Craig McCormack, Stone were Sapporo, weren't they? So if Sapporo sold their stake in Stone to Firestone Walker. Wow. Hazy Hayes says it's time to ask, where are you from? What are you drinking? It is. Where are you from? What are you drinking? Comment down below. Where are you from? What are you drinking? Soft Ivory. Kev on a rig in the North Sea. Everyone's bar snacks to go with a beer of choice. Brian. Pick up Mad Squirrel beers all the time at Sainsbury's. Nottingham, Steinhauser. Hearts for Full Circle Looper. Manchester, Liverpool. Kent, Carleon. Dishford, Dundee. Bass in Blackpool. Edinburgh. Newcastle. Scunthorpe. Flowerhorn, what a beer, Flowerhorn. Northampton, Brewdog, Manchester, Shropshire, Leicester, Stara Pramen. I'm just picking up words now. Northampton, Beavertown, Wolves, Leicester, Netherlands, Leeds, Norwich, Hull, Madrid. It's so hard. It's so quick. Newcastle, Ipswich. Come on, brain. Rheinbacher. It's not a place, it's a beer. Budvar, that's a beer too. And it's a place. £10 super chat to give me a chance to slow down a bit. Warwick. I used to call it Warwick. Warwick back in the day. Warwick runs with the wind. £10 super chat. Thank you so very much. Number one fan. Thank you so very much. Warsaw, Finland, Banbury, Nottingham, Welshpool, Newcastle, Cardiff, Brighton, Dorset, Edinburgh, Southampton, Barrow on the Furnace. I've fallen over, I have. Barrow on the Furnace. Zimbabwe, Fife, Culloch, Norris, Melton Mowbray, Madrid, Stoke, Poole, Pontypridd, Norfolk. And you didn't say mine. Well, I just read that one. Second W, for that's right. Or was that Warwick? It was, wasn't it? Barry in South Wales. Hello, Barry. Cardiff. Scunthorpe. Lincolnshire. Lincoln went up. Brilliant. Tune. Yorkshire. Congo. Nortucket. Sleeride. Kilmarnock. Norwich. Brilliant. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Shout out to Jack, Steve and Sean. Drinking at the virtual pub. West Sussex, Cheshire, Sleedmere, drinking Heathen, Mygate, Dorset, Nottingham. I'm the only Nottingham in it seems like. Summerisle, Stavanger, Norway, Dorset, Timbuktu, Newport, Roath, Cardiff, Wimbledon, Jams the Remix, Huddersfield, North Pole, Kilburn, Pink Face, Chamomile Tea in Chandler's Ford, Tavistock, Earth, I like that. Oh yeah, I can't read all of these. Leicester, Tune Evening. There's so many people. Preston, people from all over the world. We got nearly 500 people. 500 people at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Come, we got 1,100 viewers. 1,100 viewers. Come on, keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing this tonight. What did I just open? Rheinbacher, wasn't it? Well, let me go and get another Rheinbacher. Right. It's not a bad point, is it? It's not a bad point when poured. How do you get into craft beer? For me, it was the 3 cans for £5 in Tesco, Stone Flying Dog, Unreal Brewing. Back in the day, opened a whole new world. Mark Drury. Mark used to run come on earlier with his channel. Craft beer. Anyway, my question to Mark is, can you remember those times where you go in the supermarket and you'd stand and you just look at the beer? Can anyone? Are you new to beer? If you're new to beer, then you're still doing that. You're definitely still doing that. You're going in the supermarket and you're reading the bottles, the labels, the cans, and you're like, what's all this? I'm super excited. And it's pretty amazing. Do I ever listen to Bro Radio? No. Bro Radio. No. Do you know what I hate about commercial radio is this adverts. Like some of the adverts, like you want to pull your own brain out your head. I can't do that. I worked on a site once where a piece of 4x2 landed on the back of someone's head, and his radio exploded and everything went to bits. What happened was that there was this radio on all of the time. On this site, I was in Cowbridge, on a site in Cowbridge, and this person insisted on playing, was it Real Radio back in the day? Real Radio. And they kept on every 30 seconds banging on about their prize fund draw thing back in the day. And it was hell. It was absolute hell. Where I couldn't even concentrate on my work as a carpenter because I was like, and he wouldn't even have it. It wasn't low. It was like full blast. And I said to him the one day, I said, is that not doing your head in? That continuous like advertising the fact that you're going to win a prize, but you need to phone in and it's like £2 a minute or something. And I was like, is that not like driving you? And he went, no. And I was just like, and he was a good carpenter. He was a really good carpenter. If a bearing is exclusive, do not buy. Exactly, James. Exactly. He was a really good carpenter, but he just had no like. I think he was just tone deaf. He was just tone like. He just didn't understand. Anyway, this 4x2. He was up on a scaffold. He was fixing like this porch, and this 4x2 hit him on the back. He went over the scaffold. And his radio. I don't know what happened. I really don't. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. The endless bookie adverts are what get me even on YouTube. Wine is allowed. Wine is definitely allowed. It's one of these things, isn't it? It's just one of these things. Matthew Dawson says that'll learn him. I was with my she was my girlfriend back then, and we lived in East Walk together. And I had a red Peugeot car that I used to drive to work. I was with Mel then up East Walk. Yeah. I think we signed up. I think like it was like a day before, or the day after, or something like that. We signed up to the internet, and I was like, "What's the internet?" I was like, "Why do we need that? Why do we need?" There was like a talk deal or something we're up East Walk. It was the first time, and Mel rang me on my lunch break, and she said, I've just signed us up to the internet," and I was like, "Oh." I was thinking, and then because I bought a laptop, but I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't do anything with a laptop. And then when we plugged it into the internet, I could do everything. I could do everything with the laptop, and I was like, "Oh, yeah." Now I can go on the Phones for You website. Remember Phones for You? I can go on the Phones for You, and I can do all of these other things. Yeah. I remember that. How do you sign up to it? No, my wife did. My girlfriend back in the day. Mel sorted all that out. I just went home and we signed up to the internet. Yeah. Aliens in the Loft. The prepaid funeral plan adverts. I can't do commercial. One thing I can't do, commercial radio. Those sort of, and I'm just going to be honest now, those brain dead radio stations, the brain dead radio stations. where they're just banging on about a certain advert, and it just gets under my skin. It really gets under my skin. Appreciate you, Buzzy. Those are frankly a £5 super chat. So going back to that one comment, no, I don't listen to bro radio. People guessing my age. You know, I am that. Yeah. Yes, I am that. You got me. You got me there. Little bit of grey on the side. I don't know. I don't know if I'm. I don't even look. Which way do I? I don't think so. I think it just looks bad in the camera. Am I receding? I couldn't care less anyway. I had a Peugeot 205 GTI, best car I ever had. Matt Williams. I had a Peugeot. I think it was a 406. It was either 405. It was the square one. Either a 405 or a 406. I think it was a 405 diesel. I sold it because all the rubber was coming off the steering wheel, all the foam, all like big chunks coming off. And I was like driving this car, and I had my hand on a bit of steel steering wheel, and my other hand would be on some rubber. But then when the sun come out and hit it, more of the rubber would dry out and fall off. Brilliant car. And, you know, I miss those cars. And it's the reason why I still have my Fiat. It's the reason why I still have my Fiat, because those cars have character. They have character because they still work. They still work, but bits fall off them. Like bits of your rubber on your steering wheels falling off it. And you're still like, find a gear. Like stirred in soup, trying to find a gear. I love it. Absolutely brilliant. What year did you first use the internet? Oh, blooming 20 secs. So that's some Eric. Hello, Eric Grunland. How you doing? Thank you very much for the super chat. 2005, 2004, 2005, 2004, 2005, possibly. And then it's amazing, isn't it? Like by 2010, I'm running a YouTube channel. So I was just so late. I was a builder. I was a carpenter. I had a different life. I had a completely different life. I think I look at some of these early YouTubers now and I think, do you know, if I was just a year earlier or just 2 years earlier than what I was in 2008, 2010, sorry, if I started in 2008 or 2007, 2006 on YouTube, when YouTube first started, oh my goodness me, this channel now would be like millions and millions and millions of subscribers. Remember like the Boogie? Remember Boogie, the one who like broke his Xbox up and he'd shout and he did the whole I spend X amount of money on Candy Crush, and he used to go viral. And he was just a little bit older than me, like a couple of years, but he was internet savvy. He was computer savvy, so he knew all about the internet, like just a few years before me. And lo and behold, like millions of subscribers. Yeah, that's it. Boogie 298, a million. He was just a few short years before me. No, Bass Boomer. No, of course, no. I don't. I mean, how that has gone, I still find it quite sad, actually, how that's gone, because I still watch a lot of his content. But around the time when he was with Phil Spencer, well, not with Phil, he did an interview with Phil Spencer from Xbox, and it was the launch of the Xbox One. That was his peak fame. Phil Spencer went around his house and did a Xbox thing with him. It's a madness. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic. And then it just, you know, the thing is though, how the internet works. Do you know, I've been like saying all night, I can't say this and I can't say that, and I have to be careful here and I have to be careful there. Do you know, one too many beers? This is the thing. I've chosen to go live tonight on YouTube. I'm having a beer. Say I got a bit thirsty, and I had one and then another one, and by 10 o'clock we've had about 6 or 7 beers. And I read a comment, and this I reckon I've come close a few times. You read a comment, and I remember, and it's the reason why I have changed things up a little bit on the live feeds. People are not stupid. People are not stupid. Earlier on, like, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I try and have a shandy or two to start with, and it's only because the internet now, YouTube live feeds and everything else, it's all very. You have to be very, 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 very careful what you say. One slip up these days, you're done and dusted. You're yesterday's news. Nobody wants to watch you. There's a million billion YouTube videos circulating around YouTube of what you've said, but there's no context behind it. There's no context behind, like, oh, he's had 6 beers. If you were in a pub, this is the difference between the internet and what I call the old world, where you went into a pub, you drank 6 pints, you may have got into an argument, but then you woke up in the morning the next day and you were all fine. You went and shook the man's hand or the woman's hand or whatever, and everything was fine. You've only got to say one wrong thing, one really, really wrong thing, and it's all over. 16 years of hard work. 16 years of hard work. People are saying, what? Like what? Like, what's the wrong thing? There's a million billion wrong things to say, isn't it? I think this is probably the wrong. Positive 6.2 from Standard Brewery in Stroud, Gloucestershire. Internet before 2000 and Web 2 was really interesting. The Wild West era. It really was. Eric Grunland, yeah, it was the Wild West, wasn't it? I remember early YouTube being the Wild West. It was the Wild. It really was, because the people who were really in charge of the world, they weren't looking. They weren't looking at the internet. They weren't looking at YouTube, early YouTube. They weren't. It was like there was no controversies, was it? It was just the internet. It was just people saying stuff on the internet. Whoa. Marcus Gardner. I think you got copy and paste on repeat, Marcus Gardner. Alex Lombard, I like this. Wales is the Wild West of England, for England. It is what it is. It is what it is. Intense all evening. Peroni's for me. I got the internet in 1994. Oh, hang on. I had a Sega Dreamcast. Hang on. I had a Sega Dreamcast. And it was dial-up. And I was scared because I was wondering how much this damn thing would cost. And I plugged my Sega Dreamcast into the internet, and I turned it on for a quick couple of seconds. So I probably used my Sega Dream in this very blooming house in 2002, 2001, 2001 maybe. Did I come here with a Dreamcast? Does anybody remember the Sega Dreamcast? Dial-up Dial-up. It was like I went on for. I was like, how much is this costing me? I'm getting off it. Can you imagine how much this live stream would cost me now if it was dial-up on like HD webcam stuff? Can you remember? Can you imagine how much it would cost you? First time I heard it from Amazon was on your brother's Dreamcast. Oh, I love the Dreamcast. They were great. The Sega Dreamcast. So was sponsored by them. Yes, they were. They were. Data was crazy back then, Lan. Also, foreign tax and calls were like mortgages. Yeah. I still have an original Xbox, a PS2, and a GameCube. Al Humphreys, brilliant. What else we used to call it? Where's the cat? Star of the show. Pickled eggs, anyone? Oh, pickled eggs. Dial-up can't even load the chat at that speed. No, probably can't. No, well, no, it couldn't, could it? Couldn't. Dreamcast Internet was a game changer for a testosterone-fueled teenager lad. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I think that's what I I think that's exactly what I tried to load up on my Dreamcast, and then I turned it off immediately. Yeah, it wasn't no time for like. I'm not even going to go there. Just turn it straight off. Love the bar setup site. Adam speakers connected. Matty, yes, they are connected to that thing over there. The can I show you? That's a Bang & Olufsen. Do you want to see it? I mean, this is going to be awful. You're on a laptop. Oh. This is my Bang & Olufsen of Denmark. BO Center 5000. And when I only ever turn this thing on every now and again because it's a monster. It's an absolute monster. I've turned the volume up once. I get 2 or 3 is very, very loud. If I get up to 6 or 7, those speakers up there, which are Celestion Dittons, proper Celestion Ditton speakers, they start shaking, they start vibrating, they can't handle it. There's a massive built-in amp in these Bang & Olufsen's, which it's what is that thing from the Natural History Museum? That's a Bang & Olufsen, Mark. That is a class over there. There. That's a class. That's a really sort of old-fashioned record player. There's Celestian's Paul's saying. I think they did a big. Do you want to see? I just thought that I've walked over to the wrong speaker. Check this out. Those speakers are as big as my kitchen units on the wall. Check those out. Look at that. 10-inch drivers. Then I think that's a 4-inch disc. And then there's your tweeter up there. Those speakers, I very rarely turn it on. Very, very rarely turn it on. They boom, they're like it's unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. I love them. Absolutely love them. I think I'm going to leave that off for tonight. I'm going to leave the cover off. But yeah, just to make it clear, them speakers very, very rarely go on. So I have thought, we got the cats though. The cats flipping climb up the speakers. If we didn't have the cats, I'd leave them open like that. They're pretty cool, wouldn't they? I bet Bowie sounds great. Oh, amazing. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Got to play something now. Don't I can't. Days Wazy. Can't do that either. It's all to do with what are we talking about now? What was it? I get the £10 super chat in a second. Oh, Bowie. Bang & Olufsen stereo systems are very soft. The amp is it's described as soft, a soft amp. So yeah, it just the music is brilliant that comes off it. Starsky 51, £10 super chat. Don't leave YouTube. Sorry, it wouldn't be the same without you. I mean, I'll go. I'm very happy. I'm a very, very happy YouTuber right now. What happened last Friday was just utterly incredible. Utterly incredible. It's been. Don't get me wrong. This Friday has been utterly incredible too. If this Friday right now happened last Friday, I'd be over the moon. If we didn't do last Friday and this Friday happened as it is now, I'd be over the moon. We got 500 people watching. We got 11,061 likes on the channel. It's just, it's staggering. It's utterly fantastic. It really is. And I thank you all so very much for it. Yeah. It's utterly incredible. It really is. 11 the speed. It's just so I go to flea markets. There's a wonderful flea market in Tremorfa in Cardiff. And I go every now and again on a Sunday. And you'll find these old record players. You'll find these speakers. I've got a really lovely... Oh, man. I got a Norwegian speaker as well, which is really heavy. But it's like a really old vintage speaker. Tandem or something. Tandem. Oh, I can't remember. It's one of those wood. Do you know all the wood? I showed you the stuff behind earlier on. You know that sort of slatted wood? It's a slatted wood speaker. It's really old, really old speaker. But I turned it on. I plugged it into my Bang & Olufsen, and it sounds absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But I could only find one at this flea market. And you can buy some brilliant things at a flea market because sometimes, because they're just home sale places, they don't know what they're selling. The bloke I bought the speaker off thought he was selling me a wooden box. He didn't think, he didn't know it was a speaker. He didn't know anything was in there. And I said, how much for the speaker? And he went, give me 20 quid. And he laughed to his mate. He thought I was buying a wooden box with nothing in it. I said, how much for that? I didn't say speaker. How much for that there? I was quite clever myself. And he went, yeah, 20 quid. He said, you give me the 20 quid. And he said, you literally ran out of this flea market and put that in the back of your car faster. He said that I could say boo to a goose type of thing. And he said, whilst you were out, he said, I Googled it and I realized what I sold you for 20 quid. He said, but it's in the boot of your car now, isn't it? I said, yep, it's in the boot of my car now. Those vintage amps and speakers are worth a tidy sum nowadays. I sold a Marantz amp of 500 smackaroons. I bought it for 20 quid. Well, exactly that. Exactly that. I think my wife has got a Marantz. I think she has. I think my wife has got a Marantz amp. Yeah. Oh, Mal's talking in the chat. I'm loving Kingdom Come 2 at the moment. You. Well, where's Spitfire Callum then? Where's he talking to? Where is he? Oh, he must be there somewhere chatting away. Crank the music up. Oh, Spitfire Callum's in the chat. Right. Okay, let's get back on track. Shall we? We got 495. We just dropped below 500 viewers. Way below 500 viewers. I know it's 9:10. You know, it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. It's the witching hour. It's the witching hour, everybody. It's where we've had a couple of pints and everything goes a little bit crazy. It's the witching hour, everybody. Hit the like button down below. Come on, let's do 1,300 likes. Let's get this live stream going again. Look at these eyes. Let's get this live stream going again. 1,300 likes. 1,300 likes of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Come on. Come on, everybody. Hit the like button down below. 1,188. Come on, hit the like button down below. Let's get Draft Guinness in Dublin. I've been to Belfast. I've never been to Dublin. I went to Belfast to brew a beer. Never been to Dublin. Need to go. I think in January from Cardiff Airport, you can get flights for like 20 quid. £20 to Dublin in January. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Really cool. Right. 1,300 likes of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. It's 9:10. I need a wee. I need a wee again. And then we'll talk about those little boxes up there, if you like. I bought them in the flea market. So I was still talking about the flea market, wasn't I? I bought them in the flea market. Hancock's, Cardiff, Whitbread. I went through a stage going to the flea market all of the time. Luckily, I went when a few months after the Brains Brewery sadly closed down in the centre of Cardiff. But when I used to go, they used to call it the pub with no till. The Crashaw Arms. Anybody remember the Crashaw Arms in Cardiff? Anybody go in that pub where there was no till, just free beer? All of these boxes, I remember them scattered about the pub, covered in dust. I can't believe I got 3 of them up there. I love it. Absolutely love it. I need a wee. I'll be back now. Right. Okay. I am back. We've got 464 live viewers. Anyone remember Simon Wood? Not seen him on the stream. I think he was in the Philippines in my mind. I think he was in the UK, but he was traveling to the Philippines because I think he had a fiance in the Philippines. But yeah, I remember Simon Wood. What a character he was. Absolutely fantastic. Spitfire Callum, talking to my wife. Is it good? But I'm always too tired to work to play to properly. So have needed a guide to help. Oh, and there we are. Look, all playing games. Mark Drury's gone. Good night, guys. Mark Drury. It was a pleasure having you on tonight, mate. It really was. It really was. Cool. 9:15. Enjoy your evening, my friend. Say hi to the family for me. Cheers, mate. Do I prefer Spanish or German lager? German, without a shadow of a doubt. But I think Spanish lager is influenced by German lager, most definitely. If you drink some of the Mao's, not so much San Miguel, but if you get, is it Forest? Is Forest from Tenerife? I think Forest is a Tenerife beer, isn't it? I remember drinking pints of Forest. Green Label. It's all very, thinking about it. It is removed from German beer. It is different from German beer, but it definitely has that German hop, that hop bitterness about it. Tropical, not forest. Yes, sorry, Scott. Yeah, you're right. It's tropical, isn't it? Yeah, yes. It's been a long time since I've been to Tenerife. Cruz Campo. Oh, that's been ruined now, haven't it? In the UK, it's been absolutely battered, haven't it? Here's a question for everybody: if you holiday in Spain this year, say 2026 or 2027, will you still think of Cruz Campo fondly, like you did when you were drinking it in Spain? Or will you think of it as some now British brewed dishwater, like almost like the company that owns Cruz Campo are sort of conning you, or, you know? Exactly, Alice. Exactly. She's put no, and that's without a big long explanation. No. When you went to Spain, there were certain beers in Spain that were Spanish only, and you'd had to go to Spain to try them. And they were probably bang average Spanish beers. But you were going to Spain on holiday, you were enjoying that experience, and it was a nice feeling because you were drinking something different. Now, Cruz Campo, San Miguel, it's just run of the mill now, isn't it? It's like run of the mill, ordinary beer. Lewis is on the Tyskie. I quite like Tyskie. Is Tyskie UK brewed now, or is Tyskie Polish brewed? Cruz Campo gives me terrible gut rot. Minging. The thing is that it probably will, because of the. I keep banging on about glucose syrup, don't I? But it's almost as if people who really, really like to drink different beers, it becomes that popular that they have to think that I know what we'll do. We'll brew it in the UK and we won't tell anyone. And it's just, Asahi has syrup in it. Avoid, says Al Humphreys. Paul, I've always said we can forgive the Germans for previous strategic foreign policy slip-ups for their great beers. I mean, hey ho. German beer is incredible. German beer is so incredible. It really is. We got a £10 super chat from Chrissy D. Are you coming back to Manchester soon? Have you tried any Pomona Island beers? Just enjoyed a can of their pale ale. Great can art. Have a great weekend. Chrissy, sorry that took a bit of a. That was a bit of a like munching through like trying to read your comment there, wasn't it? It should have been really easy, but I've had a few beers and you're like, ooh. I'll read it again. Are you coming back to Manchester soon? Have you tried any Pomona Island beer? Just enjoying a can of their pale ale. Great can art. Have a great weekend. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, isn't it? So I'd love to go back to Manchester. I'd like to show my wife Manchester. It was such an interesting place. Big place. Probably for me, when I got there, it felt a bit, especially in the train stations, it felt a bit London-like. It was like really busy, but then when you got outside the train station, it was still a big city, but I think the people were friendlier. The people were definitely friendlier, and it was definitely a different culture. It was definitely a different place. I like Manchester. I do. I'd love to go back, but I will take my wife. Pomona Island, I think I've had a few of their beers in the past. I can't quite picture it right now in my head. Like, I'm trying to think of cans, but I've drunk so many beers that I can't quite picture it up here. I will have a great weekend. Bowling tomorrow. I've started bowling. I'm really looking forward to it. Really, really looking forward. Let me get my hat. Which one's mine? Here we are. Here we are. What do you think of that? There we are. I've started bowling. Dan Nelson with a £100 super chat. That's amazing. Stone the Crows. Dan Nelson, thank you so very much. I'll put the hat back on. Look at that. Carrickson Bowling Club. Thank you so very much for the £100 super chat. That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Can everybody like Dan Nelson's super chat? You can like it and you can comment on it. Please do. Please. Just it's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. I'll be at Carrickson Bowling Club. I'll be there from probably about 1 o'clock tomorrow. Wonderful place. Wonderful place. It really is. I love it up there. The sun, when the sun comes out, it's all day. It literally wraps right around, because I live at the bottom of the hill. Carrickson's at the top of the hill. Or the bowling club is. You'll see right over to Wenvo, all the way over to Wenvo, all the way over the channel from up there. It's wonderful. They got a bar up there. We have a drink. They make some sandwiches. We have a sandwich. Oh, it's great. And you're playing bowls in the sunshine. Absolutely fantastic. But thank you so very much to Dan Nelson for the Stone the Crows £100 super chat. That is just absolutely incredible. It really is. It really is. Thank you. I'm going to grab another beer. So I'll grab another. Why not grab another beer? Another beer. Thank you so very much. Rich Ardback, £1 super chat. Thank you so very much. Really, really, really lovely of you. Really, really lovely of you. Brilliant. Right. I'm not sure if you heard that. Did anybody hear my cat talking to me? I'm going to go and let the cat out. Yeah, he definitely needs a wee. I'll let him out. I know that sound, Alfred. Come on in. Come on. Good boy. He's a boy cat, Alfred. He's a boy cat. Isn't it funny how you know? He was on his cat scratcher thing. And I knew. Us men know when we need a wee. And I knew for a fact. I opened the door, he was gone. Just got here in your car. Just got here in your car taken inside. Oh, I don't know. It's an orange Punto. Do you want me to go and run out and have a look through the front windows, shake the curtains, have a look? Oh, is my car still there? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Love when bowlers just go up for the power shot down the middle after the players play such delicate shots. Big Kev, that's the one. That's the one at the end. That last smash the balls open. Tommy Gabriel. I just seen it. Hello, Simon. Tommy. Hello, Tommy. How are we doing? Tommy? It's been a number of years, Tommy. It's been a few years now since we met at the Printworks. Oh, what a guy. Probably the best caretaker I've ever met in my life. Brilliant guy. Met Stallone, met Arnold Schwarzenegger, met all of the famous actors. What they used to do is that they used to rent out the Printworks, which was a proper printers back in the day. The London Evening Standard. I think he was telling me a story that the London Evening Standard, it would like they go, and it literally all of the vans would be filled up with newspapers that were printed there all day, and they would disappear out all over London from the Printworks in Greenwich in London. And it was the building is such a fascinating place. It really is. James Bond, where they smash through the window. You know, my head's. It was a move. So anyway, it got to. They would film. They would film a lot of movies there, and there was a very famous scene. Was it James Bond? Tommy, I know you just said thank you. Was it a James Bond movie? Where they? Oh no. No. That was thinking the Terminator. Which I'm gonna wait for Tommy to. He was about to be crushed in the printer. They had the printer going, and he was about to be crushed. I think it was crushed in the printer or something, or smashed through a window or something. I can't remember. It was only a few years ago. It was I'm sure it was a James Bond movie with Jaws. Remember Jaws with the metal teeth? Hang on. Yes, Bond went through window to Berlin High Street. Yes. Yes. I still got my old ticker, Tom. I still got my old ticker, Tommy. It was a Bond movie. It was a Bond movie. But they used to film all sorts. I think the last one was the Batman movie. It was Arkham Asylum. But it was actually filmed in the Printworks in London. But because they filmed so many big hit box office videos, movies at the Printworks, Tommy got to meet all. He was the caretaker. He got to meet all of the actors. He's got a massive Rambo knife in his office. That's about this big. He's met Arnold Schwarzenegger. And the funny thing is with Tommy, he's a big guy himself. He's probably 6 foot plus himself. So when he's walking next to Arnie, I bet they were both walking down the Printworks like together. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Love it. Building manager. Oh, yes, yes. That's right. That's right. When I was a caretaker, I was probably the building manager. Yeah, that's probably the better word for it, isn't it? Building manager. Yeah, that's yeah, building manager. Me, Annie, and Stallone. Absolutely, absolutely. Anthony is having a Sagres from Costco. Turn it on. Watching from the gym. Rob Brymond. Cool. Do you remember Joe's girlfriend Moonraker having braces? No, not really. Shawshank Redemption. That was a brilliant movie, wasn't it? Yeah. Simon, where can I send you some Enville Ale to try review? Andy, send me an email, please, at realaleguide@gmail.com. realaleguide@gmail.com. Jumbo Jungle Juice from Vault City. People are sort of telling me what they're drinking now, which is cool. I'm still on the Rhinebacker pills now. It's 9:30. It's 9:30 on a Friday. I'm enjoying my Friday. Do you know, I'm going to be honest though. I feel like this week I've got much more of an opportunity to stand back a little bit and talk and chat. So I've been waking up last 2 weeks on a Friday. And I do my shopping for the week on the channel. And me and my wife were sat here this morning having a coffee. And she turned to me and she said, I've missed a super chat. No, she didn't say that. Hazy Hayes just told me I've missed a super chat. Chris Parker, £1.99 super chat. Chris Parker, 7980. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Absolutely wonderful. If I have missed any super chats tonight, then I absolutely sincerely apologize. You know me, I normally we got another one. Wolfgang 617, £12.99 super chat. Sorry, please come and visit the Peak District to have a few chill days and visit some amazing tap rooms and breweries. Thornbridge, Pentridge, Shiny, Critch, plus loads of trad ale options too. Awesome. I mean, brilliant. I will. The Peak District. I'd like to have a look at that. Yes. I don't think I've ever been, Wolfgang. I'll have to have a look. Right. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. So my wife turned to me this morning. We're having our morning coffee before I started work. My wife started work. My daughter went to school. And it was early on in the morning. And she turned to me and said, "Are you looking forward to the Stone Crow tonight?" And my honest answer was, this time in the morning, I think when you get older, you're like, I don't know what it is. Sometimes I still wish I was wet behind the ears. Like I was like, where life would just come to you. Life would just come to life would just like you didn't even think about an hour ahead. Never mind like 7 o'clock in the evening. But she said, "Are you looking forward to the Stone Crow virtual pub tonight?" And I went, "Right now, like 7:10 in the morning, having our morning coffee. Probably not. Probably not." I said, but I said, if you asked me at 6 o'clock in the night, I'd probably give you a different answer. And I think most of us are probably, I'm 46, pushing 47. We're probably in that same boat, aren't we? Whether you play snooker, whether you play bowls, whether you run a virtual pub, whether you do whatever. I think if you ask a 20 something, do they want to play snooker tonight, for argument's sake, at 7 o'clock in the morning? Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. When you ask a 47-year-old person at 7 o'clock in the morning, are they looking forward to snooker tonight? You're almost like, it's almost difficult to answer. It's almost like, hang on a minute, let me get through the first couple of hours of my day, and then I'll answer. What is it with that? What is it with that? What is it with that sort of like, how is it that we end up, is it an old brain? Is it a brain that needs starting in the morning with a coffee? Wake up and have a shower and ask me in a couple of hours. I used to be so fresh. I used to be so like 100 miles an hour all of the time. Wake up in the morning, right? I'm going to do a loft conversion, and I did a loft conversion on the house, and I never even like thought about it. I never even like. I borrowed the money from the bank, and I just got on with it, and I done it, and I loved it, and I enjoyed it, and there was no like worry. There was no sort of like life's little things that got in the way, sort of thing. You just got on with it. You just did it. You just got on with it. Mad effect, indeed. Simon, you need to get on the medical Simon, you could wish your life away. You must try to live in the moment. Rory, yeah, absolutely. I was woken up by the missus shouting, "What is the time?" Christ, it was 5:49 in the morning. I get up at 6:30. It was 5:49 today. Trust me, I was awake. She thought I'd overslept. West Ham and Spurs both playing 3 o'clock tomorrow. Spurs could be 5 points from safety this time tomorrow. Everybody, it's a funny thing. I play snooker. Everybody wants Spurs to go down. Everybody. I mean, have I read that, Spitfire Callum? Do you want Spurs to stay up, or do you want Spurs to go down? I mean, for me, it makes no odds. I'm a Cardiff City fan, so it makes no odds to me whatsoever. But whenever I speak to them, they're like, "Oh, Spurs could go down." I don't know what it is. I know they got a big ground and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just, everybody I speak to seems to want Spurs to go down. I don't quite get. I mean, sorry if I Spitfire Callum. I know you like your games and you've been talking to Mel and whatever, but I don't quite follow the whole thing of why everybody wants Spurs to go down. I don't know. Evening, Sausage Bap says evening. Hello, Sausage Bap. Where's Chippy? Can anybody remember Chippy T? Can anybody remember Chippy T? Is he still around? I'm a Borough fan. I still think we've messed up at the end as usual. Stephen Claxon. Middlesbrough. They were top two for so long. As a football fan, £10 super chat from Sausage Bap. 10. Thank you so very much. Really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate your £10 super chat. Thank you so very much. But it's heartbreaking, isn't it? As a football fan, when I thought Cardiff were going to fluff it. There was a time a month ago where Cardiff couldn't win a game, and I thought they were going to fluff it. I thought this young team are doing so blooming well, and then all of a sudden they started to draw games and lose games, and I thought, oh no, how are they going to react next year? Still being in League One, they're still young. It's still a young team. I was like, oh no, and then they towards the end, Cardiff sort of crawled over the line, and then the pressure released, and they played Port Vale on Wednesday, and it felt like a friendly. Port Vale were playing their best football, and Cardiff was just knocking it around, and like it was a friendly because they were already over the mentally. It's mental stuff, isn't it? It's like they were already done, they were already up, so they just passed it around and scored a goal when they sort of like had a bit of urgency about them. I felt sad for Port Vale. I did. I was like, oh man, because Cardiff just were like, football's a pressure game, but like any sport, really, bowls, snooker. If the pressure's in your head, then you'll overplay a pass, you'll hit a shot over the bar. If you're playing snooker, you'll miss a pot. If you're playing bowls, you'll probably throw the ball miles off. It's pressure. Pressure's huge. It's good with a £10 super chat. Hey Simon, I couldn't make the stream live last week and only just got in this evening. Here's my late contribution towards the beer kitty. Hope you're enjoying being back. It's good. Thank you very, very, very much for joining tonight. And thank you so very much for the super chat. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so very much. Oh, when the saints go marching in. I know that song. Oh, when the saints go marching. Chromath, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much for the £2 super chat. Really appreciate it. Jones6686 with a £1.49 super chat. Thank you so very much. Much appreciated. And a comment from the Michael Hill Show saying, Happy Friday, everyone. This is the point, isn't it? I'm going to stand back now to you guys without reading any comments because my eyes don't work at this far back from my laptop screen. And I'm going to say, Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Stone the crows to everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Whatever you've chosen to do with it. Absolutely wonderful. Happy Friday. Can we get back up with we're over 2.5 hours in, 2 hours and 40 minutes in? Can we get above 500 live viewers? 500 live viewers at 2 hours and 40 minutes in. That'd be incredible. You know what to do. Hit the like button down below. Hit the like button down below. Smack that like button down below. Let's get to 1,400. 1,400 likes to the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I can't believe I'm even saying it. 1,400 likes of the Stone Grove Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Hit the like button down below for 1,400 likes. We need 69 likes. 69 more likes at the Stone Grove Virtual Pub for 1,400 likes. We've just got above 500 live viewers. Amazing. Keep going though. Keep liking. 1,342 likes. Can you, if some of you know the history of this virtual pub, you'll know by me just saying 1,349 likes. It's like, what? Is that real? Is that really happening? Amazing. We used to struggle to get 900. Now we're in the thousands. It's amazing. We got a super chat. Me and Sally are enjoying our weekly visit to the Stones Crow, buddy. Cheers. Thank you so very much. 37 likes. 37 likes. Hit the like button down below. 37 likes for 1,400 likes. Come on, hit that like button down below. 32. It's coming down. It's coming down. 32 likes. There's a like button down below. There's a like button and a dislike button. They look a little bit like that. They look a little bit like that. If you hit the like button down below, we can get us to 1,400 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. It's absolutely fantastic. Thank you so very much. On the Chimay Green. Oof. Andy Benz. Doing well with the channel. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. It really is. And what I really like about it is that if I was ever to, it's, if I, what am I trying to say? If I was ever to what? I've lost my track of thought. Never mind that. Let's get back to the 17 likes. The 17 likes, the 14 likes, 14 likes, 14 likes of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Come on, everybody. Right, Big Kev has asked, it's a really important question. Will these latest live streams make a difference to your YouTube numbers? I know nothing about YouTube. Right. Big Kev. So I hit a bit of a sticky patch a few weeks ago, hence the video I made. The stuff that I was doing that used to work wasn't working anymore. And I'm one of these people, I just panic. I just, what's happening? I just panic. I'm a human being. What's happening? I don't understand it either. 1,404 likes. Thank you so very much, everybody. We did it. And we got 504 people watching. So it's a good time for me to tell you my story. I panicked a little bit because I wanted this whole thing to work. I wanted this whole thing to it was going along nicely, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. So what happens, Big Kev, is that how I'm sort of aware of it is that this live stream did quite well last week. The following videos for the following week, because our live stream last Friday had so many views, it was shown to more people. More people had an opportunity to be shown the videos that I posted last week. So it has a knock-on effect. It definitely has a knock-on effect. So for argument's sake, Big Kev, the Carlin Black Label video I posted yesterday, if I didn't do the live stream last Friday, I reckon that video would have been on 4,000 views. it's still a fantastic amount of people to watch a Carling Black Label lager video, and I still pinch myself that even 4,000 people would want to watch such a video on YouTube. But by doing the live feed last Friday, that video then shot past 10,000 views in 24 hours. And it's a bit like, how can I put it? It's a bit like, it's momentum. When a video has more views, it gains more momentum. It rolls down. A big, heavy 1980s Mercedes Benz is going to end up at the bottom of the hill faster than a Ford Fiesta. The more views something has, the more miles per hour behind it has, the better it will do, even in the long term. So I'm hoping now that the first 10,000 views in 24 hours for the Carling video, that will now go on and go on and go on and so it becomes a snowball effect, if you like. The bigger the snowball at the top of the hill, the larger it's going to be when it gets down to the bottom. Does that make sense? So for anyone really, for anyone who's looking to help, I mean, I don't want to say too much because we've had two fantastic Stone Crow virtual pubs, but the weekly videos, if you gave it a watch, if you just clicked it on and watch, put the video on and watch the video, then it would help us immensely. But it just means that by doing these Stone Crow virtual pubs, they're being shown to more people going forward. There's all of this. If it's boring and it doesn't make sense, then I'm quite happy just to say Stone the Crows. Starsky 1000. I remember doing the Situation Days when you were cheering 300. Unbelievable, isn't it, Starsky? Unbelievable. Have you been to Asda to get the new 5 for 10? Morrison's are now doing 4 for £7.50, which is cheaper still. What, for canned craft beer? Canned craft beer? That's amazing. Somebody's asked what's coming up. Oh, now then. What's coming up? I have got some interesting content coming next week. I'm not going to give it away. I can't give it away. Awesome, Big Kev, awesome, Simon. Just wish you the best. I think last week confirmed you have plenty of support. Big Kev, I got to ask Big Kev a question. So, Big Kev, do you watch my usual beer reviews? Because I only ever see you in the live feed. Like it's one of these things where I hear I get the comments in the live feed and I'm like, and then like because I haven't done it before last week, I haven't done it for so long. I was like, I wonder how Big Kev, I wonder how he's doing, because you're such an avid watcher of the live feeds. Yeah, just a question: do you watch my regular beer stuff on YouTube? Just a question. It would, you know, if you do or don't, it doesn't matter. Oh, Alice is saying he's been busted. No. I'm just asking. I'm curious. That's all. I'm just curious. That's all it is. Joe Biden's dentures. That was his name. Yeah, it was. I haven't heard from Joe Biden. He just vanished into thin air. I'm here every time. I just don't comment much. Invictus M8. Right. Okay. Not many OGs left. Jonathan Travel. Do you know, it's funny, isn't it? How when we talk about OGs and I remember like the OGs, the originals in the Stone Crow Virtual. You had like salty popcorn, chippy tea. I remember those names. I don't, for whatever reason. I think it was food. I think I was thinking about salty popcorn, and then I think we probably ate so many chippy teas the next day after doing the Stone Crow Virtual Pub on a Saturday night. But his name on YouTube was Chippy T. Brilliant. Loved it. Am I a foodie as well? Am I a foodie? Uh, uh, um, freezer, freezer food. I like a chippy me. I like sort of like chicken from the freezer. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. My wife has tried beating me to death with this for years, and um, yeah, I'm happy just to grab something out the fridge. It's terrible because it won't end well, will it? If I eat like I want to eat, it won't. It will never end well. However many 6 mile walks I do in the week, I need to. I do love a Sunday dinner, and that's probably the thing. My wife might tell you she's in charge of Sunday dinner, but I cut the veg and I stick everything on, and I'm basting the potatoes all afternoon. And yeah, I love a Sunday dinner. That's my sort of. I've got it down to a T, apart from the gravy. I can't do the gravy. I can't do the gravy. I can't do the gravy. I can do everything else. I love a stew. I love a stew. A really, the slow cookers. I love a slow cooked stew. Oh, fantastic! Absolutely fantastic. I'd like to. I'd like to eat a little bit more veg. Wouldn't we all? If we're honest, wouldn't we all like to have a little bit more veg in our diet? You know, isn't it easier just to grab some chicken flippings out the freezer, or some toad in a hole, or something full of muck and rubbish and ugh, and it's easy, isn't it? It's easy. It never take. Don't get me wrong. I used to love bean chicken or fish or beans and chips. It was great when you were younger, but now, even now, I put it on now, and it's like, this don't taste how it used to. It's not. It's like it's almost like your body's telling you, maybe you should try a little bit harder with eating some broccoli. I love broccoli, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. Have I got any house updates since I knocked the wall down? Any house updates? Um, I'm always doing stuff. I was gardening today, so I spent 3 hours gardening this afternoon. New or I put more soil in my planter. I built a handmade planter down the side, and you get to, when I have my coffee in the morning here on the edge of the bar here, I can look out the window and I can see the planter, and it's glowing. There's lots going on. We just finished with the daffodils. I sort of buried them today with more soil. David Oxy, £2 super chat. Sunday roast, chicken, lamb, beef or pork. Chicken, mostly chicken. Mostly chicken. Davey, thank you for the £2 super chat. James, do I know any good places to drink in Caddixton? Well, if you're from Caddixton, then you will probably know where to drink in Caddiston. So I'm probably not only like because like Spiff, I can. Do you still do your 6 mile walk per day? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 days a week, I'll do a 6 mile walk. Yeah, I'll do it. It gets I like it on a Monday because I haven't done it for 3 days. I don't mind it on a Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm like, Thursday, I'm dragging myself out the house. By Thursday, I'm dragging myself out the house. And then Friday's I love a Friday. I love a Friday. It's my shopping day. I go out. I drive out of here, drive out of Barry. I don't shop in Barry. I drive out of Barry, and I just enjoy my time out of Barry, just for a little bit, I can take. I like this town. I'm born in this town. I'm born where I am here. I've never sort of left the area. I love it here. I do. I really do. But on a Friday, I like to go to the big smoke. I like to go to Cardiff. I like to get out there, get to Cardiff, have a look around, live your life, isn't it? You know. Yeah, I go to Cardiff on a Friday. Hi Sam, I'm on the Guinness, playing online. Dino's enjoying. I know a lot of people are doing this these days. They do quite well. If you know what you're doing, apparently you can do quite well at that. Fair play. I played snooker back about 4 months ago, and this bloke was like, "Oh, I've got to play snooker," and he was really good. And he just a season before, he was really interested in it. And then he was like, "Oh, I got to get back home." I said, "Well, why have you got to rush back home?" He said, "I got online poker." He said, "I'm doing this online poker." And he seemed quite erratic and quite like, "I got to get back to it. I hope, I hope that it's a situation of like not like a problem thing, like heavily betting and all this other stuff, because it can happen, can it? We want to see real happy for a point. Yeah, no, it can happen. It can happen now. Ronnie versus Higgins. That's a tough blooming call. It's tomorrow, isn't it? Tomorrow. Where are we? No, I only play for £1 tournaments. Dino, yeah. So I mean, I'm just going by what this snooker player was like. He might have been in it big, like he could have been in it like really big. He could have been like in it up to his neck. You don't know, do you? Up to his neck in it, like you just don't know, do you? You don't know. You don't know. We've got 500 people watching the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Can we finish? It's a big ask. It's a big ask. Can we finish on 5? I can't believe I'm saying this. Can we finish on 1,500 likes? 1,500 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Hit that like button down below. 500 people watching live. 1,449 likes. Oh, 1,461 likes now. So 39 likes. 39 likes. Hit the like button down below. Hit the like button down below. 25 likes. 25. This is amazing. You guys this is off the scale sort of brilliance. It's unbelievable. 22 likes. 1,478. Unbelievable. Matt Williams has put, to be fair, for a standard Stone Crow, this is fantastic. And you are so right. Matt Williams, you couldn't have framed it and commented better than that. It is a normal Stone Crow. We are about to do 1,500 likes by just 2 likes. We've got a couple of super chats come through as well. So people know that I'm about to finish and end the live stream and say goodbye. So the support is unreal. From the incredible likes, the incredible views, to the incredible members, to the incredible new members, to the incredible super chats. It's just been utterly, utterly fantastic. As always, it always goes back. What I drink here, what we do here on the channel, I like to support the industry. I really do. We are doing Liverpool. I'll find out Monday, to be honest with you. I'm going with a friend. I won't mention him here just in case. But I'm going with a friend up to Liverpool. Another beer tuber. We're going to do Liverpool together. It's done. It's more or less signed, sealed, and delivered. I just need to hear from him on Monday or Tuesday, whenever really. I booked my train ticket. I booked a hotel. And then I think that's going to be the firework up my backside that I need to start the out and abouts again. I think when I do the first one, Liverpool, big city, filming, when I get that first one done, pardon me, when I say done, I definitely enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it. But I haven't done one for such a long time. I think Philly was the last one. But a big trip, a big trip was probably Manchester. Manchester was probably the last one. So we'll get Liverpool filmed. We'll love Liverpool. Liverpool will be fantastic. It really will. Yeah. Yeah. And then I think we'll be up and running for the whole summer. For the whole summer, we will be up and running. I might go and revisit Clarkson's farm like we did. You know, when I went to, I'll tell you, because I'm at the end and I'm a bit piddled at this stage. But when I went to Clarkson's farm, I just jumped in the car. I just jumped in the car and just drove down there. Just did it. Just went and did it. These days, I don't know what's happened to me, but these days, like, I think I overthink things. I'm like, oh, like, I'm really overthinking things. And I just need to just do how, even just a couple of years ago when I did the farmer's dog, I just woke up one morning and went, I'm going to the farmer's dog. And I went. I need to be more like that person, more like that. Stop thinking about things. Stop overthinking about things and start doing things. I love you all. I really do. We got 1,519 likes. We've got 515 people watching. We got £2 super chat from David Moss. We got Neil OS for the £5 super chat saying, been watching for many years, but prefer to be in the background. I've enjoyed your videos and tried many of your recommendations. Thanks. Neil, thank you so very much. And you can probably tell by the tone of my voice that this is the end of this week's Stone Crow Virtual Pub. It's been wonderful. It's been absolutely wonderful. I do sincerely love you all. I do. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm going to cook a fried breakfast. And then I'm going to play bowls. I love it. I'm going to go and play bowls. Stone the Crows. See you all again soon. Till next Friday. Thank you for watching the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Boom. Cheers.